Hi, you guys. This is Renata. I am answering a listener's question, and she says, should I get rid of Facebook? I'm being targeted there big time, and how do I get rid of Facebook? And she goes on to say, I'm praying for you. Thank you for being a light to us. Thank you so much for saying that, but I want you to know that each and every targeted individual is a light to me as well. If it was not for the Lord and the TI community, I don't know where I would be with this targeting. It is so refreshing for me to know that there is support in the community because before I knew there was a TI community, I mean, I was really, really going through it. But now that, I know that all of you are out there and we communicate and we're a support system to one another, that just means everything to me. So I really appreciate you saying that. Okay, so back to your question, should I get rid of Facebook? Because you said you're being targeted there and you also want to know how to get rid of Facebook. Well, I can see in the comment section that someone answered your question on how you can close your Facebook account if that's what you choose to do. And I'm glad they told you that because I really don't know how to do that. But I know that if you were to go on to Facebook and you type in the search box, close account, something should pop up. But I'm pretty sure that the person who responded to you on the video gave you the right instructions on how to do that. So if that's what you choose to do, then go ahead and do it. My response is going to be yes and no because it is your decision what you do. If you want to be on Facebook, that's up to you. But I'm going to give you what I think about Facebook, okay? And why I don't really deal over there too much. I'm not real big on social media anyway. I do YouTube, and I know that I do YouTube more than any other social media. If YouTube is considered social media, I'm considering it social media. But anyway, um, now we all know that Facebook has worked with some sort of company, I guess an analytical company. I don't know the details of the company they were working with, but that company was harvesting data from the Facebook users, and that affected 87 million people. So that would include you, ma'am, where they harvested your data. And they keep doing things like that. Every time they get caught, you turn around and on the news in the morning, and there they are again. They're constantly like selling your personal information. They're spying on people. Facebook is just doing a lot, and I personally can really tell that they're part of the whole New World Order thing. They're part of this whole surveillance grid that, we're going through in America and probably other countries too. And just nothing is safe and nothing is confidential out there. And you know what? That's not just Facebook. That's all social media, including YouTube. So be careful what you say because some people have been targeted solely because of the type of information that they read on social media, the type of videos that they look at, especially if it can be considered like a conspiracy theory or whatever. Um, Comments that they make. Some people even like make threats and stuff out there. So just be careful about what you say. Then you have some users that just simply go to read information or they go to get links for different videos. And sometimes I will do that, just, go and see what people are talking about, but rarely do I comment on social media like Facebook. I mean, if I do, it's very rare. I'm just not into it like that. But some people are, and I don't knock people who are, but just know that, they constantly have these security breaches, and that should be concerning to all of us. Um, Mark Zuckerberg, the owner, I believe he's the owner of Facebook, he has been known to have CIA ties, and he works with the CIA. And it has been said that he has family members that are CIA. So I don't know if these security breaches are accidental or if they're on purpose. So these are things that you have to think about. But I do know that Facebook is one of the biggest surveillance tools out there. And people should know that when you upload photos of your friends, of your family, of your children, whatever, when you're on vacation, whatever, these pictures go directly into an FBI database. And that hit the news at least 5 years ago. I remember reading that. And so if they're ever, looking for someone, and this is not to make anybody paranoid, but we should be aware of these things. Um, if they're ever looking for someone, they don't have to wonder who your friends and family is. They just go to the database. And every time you upload a picture, say you upload a picture of your baby, and then on your baby's first birthday, you upload a picture, and their fifth birthday and their 10th birthday or whatever, you are updating their database. They don't have to go out and try to figure out what people look like, because we're updating it. Every time we get a new hairstyle, every time you get some new clothes, or whatever, who your friends are, because you're all at the party together and you uploaded that to Facebook. And we should be able to do these things without worrying about the surveillance piece of all of this. But I'm telling you, your pictures are going directly into a database, okay? A FBI database at that. Not to mention that Facebook, if you read those terms and conditions, and this probably applies to most social media, even YouTube, but Facebook owns all of your data. They own your intellectual property. So anything that comes from your mind that you thought of, that's your intellectual property. And if you upload that to Facebook, just say you may be some sort of artist and you draw logos, or upload some artwork or whatever. That belongs to Facebook just as much as it belongs to you. You may share a few lyrics of a song that you wrote. That belongs to Facebook. Some poetry that you created, that belongs to Facebook. And people don't realize that. So for those reasons, I'm not too big on it personally. That's just me. For those reasons and more, I'm just, just everything is about surveillance, and that just, that just doesn't sit well with me. But it is a way for you to connect with people, maybe connect with people who you grew up with, so I think it's great in that aspect, that you can keep in touch with friends and loved ones, and you can keep up on different things that you have an interest in. I know there is one Facebook group that I'm a part of, but it's a hobby. It has nothing to do with the TI community at all. It's one of the hobbies that I'm into. So sometimes I'll go on there and I'll read different things, but I rarely comment. I think I may have made one comment, but it has nothing to do with politics or anything. It's a hobby. So there's different groups out there, and that's fine. But just be aware of what you're signing up for, and just know that they are one of the biggest surveillance tools ever, 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 ever. So just do your research. So those would be my reasons where maybe not, or maybe you would want to come off of there. But the reasons for staying would be you're saying that you get perked there a lot. Don't let people run you off of anything that you enjoy. We should never base our decisions off of the perp activity or the perpetrators or what we think they want, or because they're harassing us. They're going to harass you if you come off of Facebook. I guarantee you. If you are a targeted individual, you are going to get targeted. And that's what people have to understand. That's just the way it is. But you shouldn't let them stop you from doing anything you enjoy. Block them. There's a way to block people who you don't want to be bothered with. I get the perp activity on my videos. I don't get it as often as I used to, and it really kind of depends on the topic. If it's something that's pushing buttons with these perpetrators, then I'll get all kinds of, oh my gosh, I get so much perp activity. And some of them I block and some of them I don't. It just depends. A couple years ago when I was doing a lot of videos about the police harassment, and I was actually posting videos that I had taken of the harassment, Oh my gosh. I got called everything but a child of God on those videos. It was a lot of perp activity, but I did not let that stop me from doing my videos. If you want to block a particular person, then do that. But also you can use it as an opportunity to learn how to ignore. It just depends on what they're talking about. Now, if they're just going way off, then yes, block them. But I mean, it happens. I get it on my calls, on my support calls. I get the perp activity. It just is what it is. But I would say no, because if you quit everything that you enjoy because you're being targeted, then that means you're going into total isolation, which is what they want you to do. Because now you're not dealing with anybody, you're not talking to anybody, you're not on social media, you're not going anywhere because you're getting perped everywhere you go. And if you are that sensitive to the perp activity, they're going to have you wrapped around their finger right where they want you, sitting in the house doing nothing. So, for those reasons, I would say continue. If you enjoy Facebook, you enjoy posting, you enjoy reading, you enjoy connecting with friends and family, you enjoy connecting with the TI community, whatever you do on there, I think they have a way of doing some sort of videos out there too, sort of like what is this thing here? Oh my gosh, YouTube. Excuse me, I'm drawing a blank here. But I think I heard that people can do like Facebook Live, which is like YouTube. So maybe you go out there and you look at Facebook Live. I don't know. I don't know what you do out there, but that's your business. If that's what you want to do, my point is do it. We have to stop basing our decisions off of the perp activity. Why are you letting them control you? So what? They're doing perp stuff. They're doing their job. That's what perps do. That's what I tell myself. Not a job I would do, but that's the job they chose. That's what they're doing. They're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Because they want to discourage you from having any kind of social contact. They don't want you to connect with anybody. Nobody. They want you to sit in the house. So once you stop Facebook and then you go to another social media, they'll follow you over there. They'll start perping you over there. I hear it all the time. People say they get perped when they make a comment, and maybe somebody makes a comment on one of my videos, and then the perp or the handler or whoever for that person may come behind them and say something, that would trigger them or target them. So they follow you around, social media, just like they follow you around everywhere you go in the world. Who cares? We really have to stop giving these people more credit. We have to stop giving them all the attention. Live your life. If you want to be on Facebook, go on Facebook, okay? But just keep in mind those things that I said, and you can do your research because it's all over the internet about Facebook. It's always in the news at least 2 or 3 times a week. They constantly keep selling people's information and all data mining and whatever they're doing. So, you make your decision, but I would say if you enjoy Facebook, then do Facebook, okay? Leave your comments in the comment section. For the rest of you listening, what do you feel about social media? Have you stopped social media since you became targeted? Do you think it's a good idea to come off of Facebook? Should this lady stay on Facebook? Give her your opinion. So that she can decide what she wants to do. Okay? Thank you guys for listening. Please thumbs up this video. Hit that notification bell in the upper right hand corner. Leave your comments in the comment section. And thank you for listening.